enough for allowing us to do that. It means a ton.
Okay. First of all, Bernie, I think I speak for the internet collectively when I say yes, we would like a peanut.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm out of peanuts.
Second, will we see more donut this season?
How much more of donut would you like to see, sir? I have some pictures in my wallet. Do you really want the answer to that?
No.
Oh, I got half no's and half yes. You said no, do this.
I bet the no people will be a lot angrier than the yes people, so.
Okay, how about this? Will we see at least a little donut?
You will see people that you are familiar with that you like and love. How about that?
Can I ask you a question, sir?
Will that keep you from getting beaten to death in the hallway?
Would a map pack coach shut you up right now? Well, I guess the answer is no.
Let me just say, I love donut as well. No homo. Strictly.
What are some things you'd like to see to Halo that might help you guys make more red versus blue?
What would you like to see in Halo?
Yeah.
Man.
A green box.
Yeah, he asks for a green box all the time. I think in the Griffball panel yesterday, which was a lot of fun, I finally came up with something. I said one level of Undo and Forge would be a godsend. Because I can't tell you how many times I've done now, oh, I'm gonna get rid of this gun, where did half the fucking base go? And so, that would be nice. But, I mean, I can't complain at all about the tools that Halo has to offer versus anything else. I said yesterday again that I play so many video games now that don't have a theater mode, and I'm constantly amazed that they don't. Like I'll be playing Grand Theft Auto or something and think, wow, that was really awesome. I can't wait to see that in something in my own memory because there's no theater mode in Grand Theft Auto 4. So we're more than happy, couldn't be happier with it, but you know, as with anything, there's always just one or two things you could wish for.
Thanks.
I'm Nick, and I just want to say I love Rooster Teeth and Red vs. Blue and everything you guys do. And I was just wondering, I mean, I know obviously Jeff, Bernie, Gus, you guys all worked together at the beginning doing the voices, but how did you guys kind of, like, did you know each other before you did Rooster Teeth? And
before they were Rooster Teeth. It was the genesis.
You know, Jeff, can you answer that? I mean, what was your first experience hearing about Red vs. Blue and Rooster Teeth? How did it all come up for you?
How did I learn about Red vs. Blue and Rooster Teeth?
Yeah.
I worked with a girl named Wendy Middlestat, who was a member of the band Trocadero. And they were just kind of this local band, and they came in my studio and they wanted to record some songs, and that had something to do with some internet shit or something that I had no knowledge of. And I was like, whatever, come in with your band and we'll record your songs, just like any other band. And got to know Trocadero then, and got to meet Nico then.
Yeah.
And recorded the first Blood Gulch Blues CD there. And then got to be friends with them and worked with Nico more doing the music for the Strangerhood soundtrack.
Yep.
If anyone remembers that at all. That was kind of fun. Bring back the Strangerhood. And then recorded the second Trocadero CD, became a member of Trocadero. And then last summer, just kind of picked up and started writing some extra music for these guys.
Yeah, did all the music for Season 8, like all the action sequence music is what Jeff did for Season 8. And then Jack, you were a writer for Ain't It Cool News, right?
Yeah, I wrote there for about 8 years or so. And actually I met Bernie and Joel at a poker game. And we had a mutual friend, Flash 2000, who's a moderator on their site. Like, we were just mutual friends, and Bernie had seen some of my writing, and he asked me to do some front page stuff for the site. And that's where Forced Enjoyment came from. And Forced Enjoyment, the scavenger hunt, stuff like that we used to do. And then Jeff and I became friends through there, and then over a beer at a pizza shop.
Not friends.
over a beer at a pizza shop, he pitched me the idea for Achievement Hunter. And I guess... Yeah, that's like and then about 3 months of hard coding and manual labor, typing every single achievement for every game that was out at that point into our database. We launched in the summer of, what, 2008, I guess? And then I went full-time December of 2009, so.
The short answer is you gotta bang your way in.
It's blood in, blood out.
Thank you very much.
That was a gang thing, that wasn't what you think.
Got that.
What's wrong with you?
almost got plunged coming up here to get a question in because they were so crazy to ask you questions. So you're pretty popular around here, I guess. My question is, now that you guys are exploring Freelancer backstory a little bit, are you going to be drawing from any of the fan fictions, like inspiration from any of the fan fictions around the site that have been really popular?
The question was, since we're going to be going back and doing some of the Freelancer stuff, this has always been like a very hardcore fan favorite kind of plot line, because that was part of the miniseries. Like this character York, you know, probably 50% of the people aren't going to recognize that York, the character in Tan in the trailer, he was actually dead. He was the link to show that this was actually not taking place in present time, but in the past. Question was, are we going to look at some of the fanfics that are made? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
That are based on the Freelancer, because there's a lot of fanfics based on the Freelancer characters in particular. I won't like delve into them for any kind of plot lines because we have a lot of what we want to do in place already. And just from the structure of season 9, we're having difficulty trying to figure out how to fit all the Freelancer stuff into what screen time we have dedicated to the prequel stuff. So unfortunately I won't have time to get into any of that, but I like leaving enough things open to where people can still discuss it.
Can I add on to that? Gus and I were shown a fanfic one time.
It's the best fanfic ever.
Of Simmons and Griff, and we're very good friends. We don't like each other that much, and I hope to God Bernie never writes that into the series.
I believe on the internet they call that slash fanfic.
Yeah.
And the sad part is we were sharing a hotel room at the time.
And then we had to sleep in separate beds.
Working at a commercial, and Jeff was lying in his bed reading it out loud to me.
You people are very descriptive.
It was awful.
Thanks for coming out, guys.
This question's more for Gus than Jeff, but what was your favorite immersion you got to do, and what one was utter hell?
I'll take favorite, you take...
Favorite? What do you take?
I'll take favorite, you take utter hell.
Utter hell was the food one.
Yeah.
Because I do not like waking up early. I know it's a stereotype, but I do not want to wake up before noon. And they literally came like at 4 in the morning and dragged me out of my bed. And they wouldn't let me into Jeff's house even. They made me wait in the street because they were still setting up lights and cameras. And then they woke Jeff up and they dragged him out of his house and wouldn't let him stay in there. So we both had to stay in the street and we were just yelling at everyone from the street. And as we were there waiting, one of Jeff's neighbors, who was a young woman, drove up and parked at her house like at 5 in the morning. And she kind of waited in her car and we thought, what is she doing over there? And eventually she saw we weren't going away, so she got out. She was still wearing her clothes from the night before.
She had one high heel on.
She had like one high heel on, the other in her shoe, and was doing the walk of shame down the street to get her house.
That was awesome. We became friends with her very soon after.
You get to meet your fun neighbors.
Yeah. I would say the best one was probably the zombie shoot, because we got to fire guns, although it was also the scariest, because I hadn't fired a gun in like 12 years, and you went 6 for 7, and then I had to go, and the idea of losing in any kind of real world scenario to you is terrifying.
I maintain that I went 7 for 7, that shot that missed actually grazed the watermelon. If it was a .40 caliber handgun, it would have knocked the zombie down.
I agree. It moved. It was like,
yeah.
It would have knocked a zombie down, but not a watermelon on a piece of PVC. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the wind knocked over one of our fake zombies.
We had a hard time keeping them upright before you guys shot. So whatever, Gus.
The wind and the bullet were counteracting each other.
It was windy.
Science, that's right.
This is also Gus and Jeff reading the slash. It's all science, Gus.
Yeah. So I've been a big fan for nearly 6 years now, and just want to say you guys are awesome. And what is each one of yours favorite short?
Oh wow. Yeah, what's our favorite short? Real quick, guys. Favorite short? Griffin?
Don't put me on the spot. Okay, come back to me.
all right, I'll go. I like Catch because I like seeing Matt get hit in the head. Griffin, back to you.
Okay, I like, actually my favorite, and it's not like one that stands up in anyone's memories, it's Random Mandatory.
Why doesn't that stand up in anyone's memories? What are you saying about the short?
No, because like we've done some things that are a little like wackier and like more involved, but it's like one of the simplest ones we've done, but I just like it. And the comedic timing I thought was really great. You guys did a good job.
Yeah, if we ever have a lightning round, let's not put the married couple next to each other. Let's just remember Jeff, or Jack, sorry?
I like the WikiLeaks one with the kids.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to go with that one too. I like that one too.
Yeah. I like the oil spill one because I got to hang out with a mermaid in a bikini.
Monty, have you seen any of the shorts?
Yeah.
Money home, everybody.
Oh, it's got to be a standalone, of course.
Oh, that's a good
Oh,
one.
standalone, yeah. That was good. I guess the cutout ones. Yeah, but we like making those a lot.
We wanted to bring the Gus cutout with us and have him in the booth to take pictures, but FedEx said they couldn't ship him without cutting him in half.
Can I tell you guys a funny story about those cutouts? We have a Gus one and a Jeff one. The Gus one is indestructible. We put him in a swimming pool, and after he came out of the swimming pool, he had like water zits all over his body, and he was like saggy, and he looked like he was melting, and we put him in a corner, and we were like, ugh. And the next day, he looked brand fucking new. And he still looks brand new, and nobody can understand why.
But they don't know.
I came into work one day, and the Jeff cutout, his head was ripped in half. And I go, what happened to the Jeff cutout? And Monty goes, and you probably don't remember this, he goes, oh yeah, he fell over. And I was like, how fucking hard did he fall over? And Monty goes, well, I put him on top of an 8-foot ladder. So it was a pretty far fall. And I go, why would you put me on top of an 8-foot ladder? And he goes, I don't know.
Yeah, it's true.
And that Gus cutout too, it's like, he's been all over the office. We put him behind doors when people go to the restroom. So you open the door and then Gus is staring you right in the face. I think he's fucking scary. Yeah, it's terrifying. I put him in the shower in our bathroom and forgot I put him there. It scared the shit out of myself.
Literally, like he was close to a shower, so it was okay.
What's that?
I have a naked Gus cutout
That's
on my
nobody's
desk.
favorite.
The UPS guy always gives me a strange look when he comes into my office.
Yeah.
There's like a naked picture of me on my desk reading it.
Where are we?
So,
Given everything we've seen that Monty can do, what are the chances you guys are going to be able to talk Microsoft into doing your Freelancer game?
Freelancer game, that's interesting. You're hired. I think we'd probably need to get good at making a game to do that. Let's just jump right into Halo. What the hell?
We're not good at playing games, let alone making them.
I don't know. We'll talk later. Maybe you can come up with a good pitch for us.
Essentially the same question, but since we have Jeff from Trocadero here, I was wondering, I love Trocadero and I love Rock Band. Any chance that the two could cross over at some time?
There's a chance for everything all the time.
Very clever.
That's deep. Yeah. That's really deep.
These two guys should talk. They can be our agents.
Yeah, I was wondering, have there ever been any other games you guys have thought about doing machinima for, or you're pretty much rock solid stuck with Halo?
Well, we've done machinima in other games before.
Fear, Sims 2.
Fear, Sims 2.
Commander.
Shadowrun.
So yes, tons.
Have there ever been any follow-up? Have you ever wanted to do some but you couldn't because you're doing Halo things?
Well, I mean, Red vs. Blue was always so much more popular than the other machinima things that we did, that it just made sense to do it, and we liked it a lot. You know, it was definitely, you know, in our vein of humor. So no, I mean, it's not like there's not like anything that we want to do that we haven't. You know, if there's machinima stuff we want to do, we pretty much do it, I think. But.
Yeah, and to be totally honest, a lot of games don't lend themselves to machinima. I mean, Halo is kind of like a perfect storm of tools that allow you, tools like Halo 1 bugs, that allow you to make machinima and make it so well. And there's just not a lot of games out there that have it. And then, unfortunately, those that do, a lot of times are also FPSs, and the idea of making a short in another sci-fi FPS, I mean, we don't want to make a Red vs. Blue clone. We'd like to save our best jokes, which aren't very good, for Red vs. Blue, I think.
Take it easy.
I'm easy.
Check this out, Bernie.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It's gonna blow.
Are we over?
We're over?
Yeah, we're over.